Hey Capricorn, it's Suzanne with Sunny Forest Tarot here to do your 2020 forecast. Excited to do this for you guys. I will let you know that today, December 21st, it's 1 year for me. So I've really enjoyed doing this for you guys for the last year. I really appreciate the likes, the shares, you know, for those of you that have been very loyal, and even for those of you that haven't, okay? I really, really appreciate you guys. This has been a huge creative outlet for me. It really has. And you'll be seeing some of my decks that I've created here today. I'm kind of a closet artist. It's something that I kind of just enjoy doing for myself, and again for a creative outlet. So you'll get to see a few of my decks that I've created today. And yeah, so we're going to look at the year. We're going to break it into 3 sections. Okay, we're going to break it into the first part of the year, second part of the year, and the third part of the year. Okay. And you'll just have to trust me on the flow of how this goes. Okay, this is a little bit of a different format, a little bit of a different view. I've brought back, the box books here to elevate the cards so you can see them a little bit better. I don't know if I'm going to continue using this because it kind of drives me nuts, but anyway, so let's get started, okay? So for each part of the year, I'm going to pull 2 main cards, to kind of determine where we're at for that part of the year. All right, so I'm going to use my deck for this, and I'm going to use the Wild Unknown Tarot as well. All right, so the first card that we have for you, and this is my deck, and then the Wild Unknown. Whoops. All right, so let's see what we get here. We have the Page of Cups, and we have the 8 of Swords. Interesting combination. So this is the first part of the year. So this feels to me like this is like a push-pull type of energy. Like Page of Cups could be an apology. It could be a message of love, a text, an email, a phone call, something, kind of small. But then we have the 8 of Swords, which is somebody, possibly you, possibly the other person, keeping themselves kind of hunkered in, keeping themselves, at arm's length for some reason. It's like, again, it's like a push-pull type of energy. Like, I want this, but I don't know if I can do this type of energy. And again, it could be you, it could be the other person, it could be both of you, okay? But that's the energy that I'm picking up on for the beginning of the year. It's a push-pull. It's almost like the energy of, I want something said to me, but I'm not really comfortable saying that, is the energy that I get from this. All right. So we'll use my deck first, and I'm going to pull 4 cards for the beginning of the year. And I already shuffled. I have to remember that. All right. So let's pull 4 cards. This card felt like it didn't want to come out. So I always feel like that type of thing is interesting. So the first card out we have is the High Priestess. So this is very, very quiet energy, but it's also the energy of, there might be a point in the beginning of the year where something is made known to you, like you can kind of see through the veil or see through the fog, if you will. But it's a highly intuitive card, a highly intuitive energy. And I feel like this applies to both of you. And that's why there's this push-pull between the two of you. It's like you both have this knowing, and it feels like you both want the same thing. Like you both want somebody else to either make the first move or take the first step or be the one to say something first. That's what this energy feels like. And you both intuitively know it. All right, so we have the Page of Swords. Anytime that this type of energy is there, like where, we're trying to listen to our intuition, there's a push-pull, somebody needs to say something first, Page of Swords can show up in that energy, okay? So, both of you could be trying to take the indirect route to each other. So, in other words, you both might be in some way spying on each other. You both might be looking at each other's social media, which I think is, while it's extremely tempting to do, I hardly feel like it's ever helpful. And that's just my opinion. You might have people in your life that you both know, that you casually bring up that person's name. It feels like a very indirect type of trying to figure something out. And this energy goes right along with this energy here. We've got 2 pages here. So this is, whether you like it or not, it is an immature energy. And it's because I feel like at the heart of it, there's a lot of feeling of vulnerability here for both of you. Both of you feel very vulnerable towards the other person, which is making this challenging at the beginning of the year. What do we have here? 6 of Swords. All right, so, and again, I feel like this is both of your energy. You both want to, you both want to move towards something that feels better, that feels less of this Page of Swords energy and a more straightforward, calm, peaceful energy, which is the 6 of Swords, moving towards calmer waters, okay? And then we have the 9 of Pentacles. All right, so this can be you, okay? This is a very, very single energy. So I feel like in the beginning of the year, you could be pretty much single, but there's a lot going on behind the scenes. There's a lot that you're paying attention to. There's somebody that you're paying attention to. I feel like there's somebody that's paying attention to you. You're both trying to be very discreet about it, but you both know that there's this connection, and neither one of you are willing to really step up and make yourself vulnerable to the point where you're taking that first step, that necessary step. Okay? This could be a friendship that turned into more. This could be, somebody at work that, where you're both noticing each other and it's really new, like you really haven't even had that much conversation between the two of you. This could be somebody that you've been possibly in separation with for a while, but I feel like through the majority of this first part of the year, you remain single because of this energy. Okay? All right, so with that, what I would like to do is I'm going to use my messages of chakra wisdom. All right, and I'm going to pull right on this Page of Swords here. You guys know that I love the chakra cards. I feel like they add additional insight to everything. Ooh, okay. All right, so you can see here that we have the blue, okay? And this is the third eye chakra, all right? And like I said, I was pulling on the Page of Swords. And with all of these cards for the third eye chakra, you know, you can put the words, I see, in front of whatever this says, okay? So it says, I see there does not, that I see 3 does not work for us, okay? So that adds a whole new element to this, all right? This could be why there's that push and pull. This could be why there's that, you know, fear of taking that next step, is because this person is telling you that 3, meaning 3 people, does not work for us, all right? And he could be, or she could be talking about 3 does not work because they're with somebody else and they want to remain with somebody else. Or they could be saying 3 doesn't work, meaning they want to move away from somebody else. Okay? All right. So that's the first part of the year. Let's see about the second part of the year. Two cards to see what we're starting with. 1, 2, okay, the second part of the year, we have the 6 of Wands and we have the 7 of Cups. All right, somebody here is either going to make a choice that they feel victorious about. That could be you, or it could be this other person. But before that happens, you know, there could be a lot of confusion around that particular choice. I almost feel like this is the person that you're watching the video for. I feel like you're going to see it as a victorious choice. I feel like somebody could be moving towards you or making that step that we talked about in the beginning of the year, all right? Because this is a card of victory. It can be a shallow victory, okay? But nevertheless, it is a card of victory. It can be an ego victory. So, you know, it can go either way, but I feel like it's more on the side of a victory, something that you see as a victory because somebody makes a choice. The choice feels like it could be you, okay? So let's pull 4 cards and see what we get for the middle of the year for Capricorn. All right, that's the last time I'm going to shuffle. There we have 9 of Cups. All right. So let's see what's here. You know what, guys? This is the Six of Swords. My apologies, because this is the Six of Wands, and you can see that it's hard to tell the difference. So, but you know what? I like that better there. Okay, so Six of Swords and Seven of Cups. You know, this, we had the Six of Swords down here. Okay, so that makes sense. You know, as we move through the beginning of the year, we start off the middle of the year with the Six of Swords and the Seven of Cups. So somebody's moving towards a calmer energy based on a choice that they make. That's even better energy, okay? I'm not a huge fan of Six of Wands, which is what we have here. So that's good that that came out to clarify. Six of Wands, again, victory. And Nine of Cups is, you know, for you, it feels like, you know, your wishes could be coming true here. And again, this can be an ego victory, but somebody is making a choice here, you know, and it's a choice that brings calm to the situation. What is that choice about? You know, I want to pull a card for this Nine of Cups for you. Look at that. Ten of Pentacles. I have to tell you, the Aquarius reading had Ten of Pentacles all over it. So, you know, if you're dealing with an Aquarius, definitely watch the Aquarius video. Yeah, so Nine of Cups for you, you know, your heart's desire, your wish fulfilled is Ten of Pentacles. There's somebody here, this person that you're going back and forth with, this push and pull, this person that looks like they're making a decision, you know, going towards the middle of the year, maybe around April or May. This could be the person that allows Ten of Pentacles to come into your life the way you see it. You know, whatever you define Ten of Pentacles, it's going to be different for everybody, okay? Ten of Pentacles is abundance in all areas of your life. So, you know, job, relationship, family, you know, health and happiness. This is the whole enchilada. So I like seeing this over the Nine of Cups because this isn't a selfish wish. This is a wish that includes other people, okay? Which is nice. All right, so that is a victory for sure. All right, and then we have the Death card. Let's just pull an extra card on that, just so I can see what that's all about. Queen of Swords. See, that helps. So I feel like you have been in this energy, for some of you, for quite a while, okay? You might be somebody that learned your lessons the hard way in life. And I feel like that's coming to an end in the middle of the year. Like, you're going to see that everything doesn't have to be difficult. You know, you might have grown up that way where you heard things like that, like money doesn't grow on trees, and well, it does actually. You might have heard a lot of things that just gave you a perspective of looking at things that everything had to be difficult. You know, marriage was difficult, relationships were difficult, friends, you know, were challenging sometimes, jobs, bosses, everything you know, had this air of difficulty to it. And I feel like that energy is ending for you, possibly because of somebody coming into your life, somebody who possibly has a lot of integrity here. You know, if you're or have been in a, you know, a third party type of situation, for some of you, you know, it feels like that's not okay with you anymore, if that's something that you were partaking in. It might not have ever been okay with you, but because there was a certain type of connection there, you made an exception that you didn't feel good about. Okay? But either way, 3 does not work for us. That's a good energy to start the year with. Okay? All right, and then we have the Son of Pentacles, which is the Knight of Pentacles. So, there's very slow energy here. Okay? Like, I don't feel like this is going to be an overnight success type of situation. Knight of Pentacles, this is definitely earth energy. You may not feel like you're leading this, but I feel like you are more than you think you are, because there's an element of perfectionism to the Knight of Pentacles. Like, if they're going to do something, Capricorn, we know this, right? If you're going to do something, you want to try to do it the right way. And if something's going to hold you up, it might be that you want it to look and feel perfect. And, I feel like this right here, this energy here, ending or transforming this Queen of Swords energy for you, that's the biggest win. That's the biggest win here for you, Capricorn. Okay? This is beautiful energy. All of this overall feels really good. But of course, it's within the earth energy here that's a little bit slower, because we tend to be more grounded. We want things the way we want them, right, Capricorn? So I want to see what just out of curiosity. All right, so we have 6 of Cups here. So my question is, what is this perfectionism about? 6 of Cups is the energy of nostalgia, okay? So for some of you, you might want this coming back into your life the way it used to be, or you might want it to look the way it used to look if this is somebody coming back into your life, or you might want it to look completely different. All right? So it's one or the other. It's either you have nostalgia for exactly the way it used to be, or you want it to look completely different this time. All right? But either way, it's something that you're trying to control here. And I feel like that will hinder the progress of this connection if you try to really pay too much attention to controlling outcomes here, because it feels like really good energy coming towards you, victorious energy. It's like, why mess with perfection? Why mess with what the universe is handing you? What the universe gives you, that's what your perfect should be or could be. Okay? Just seeing if there's anything else that I want to get out of that. All right. So let's pull cards for the last portion of the year. 1, 2. What do we got? We have Ace of Pentacles and the Moon. All right, so Ace of Pentacles indicates that with the 6 of Cups, okay, this is somebody that you probably have had some type of interaction with in the past, which it shows in this reading, okay? It's somebody that you've planted seeds with. very slow moving, has the potential for 10 of Pentacles between the two of you. It has the potential to fill your heart's desire, your wishes. We know that 3 does not work for us anymore. I think you're going through a good majority of the year as a single person. We have this moon card next to this new beginning that feels like it wants to come into fruition, but there's fear around it. So this still feels semi-single to me, because there's just this, like, again, this somebody needs to make the gesture, the move. And we're already into the end of the year. All right, so let's pull cards for, before I do that, I'm gonna see, this is my Soulmate Blocks and Flow deck. So I created decks for specific reasons, and this is one of them. All right. Okay, so here we have not in line with someone's moral values, okay? And I pulled it right underneath this. 3 does not work for us. So that tells me the reason that this is probably moving as slowly as it is because somebody potentially may have to disconnect from somebody else. That's the only thing that can mean. And that's why this feels like it's moving rather slowly. All right. All right. Let's pull cards for the last portion of the year. Hanged Woman. What? I mean, slow. Slow. I mean, somebody might need to look at things from a different perspective. I feel like it might be you, because I feel like there could be some frustration at this point, especially knowing this. What do we have? Whoops. We have Queen of Cups. Yeah, frustration, emotion, but a lot of love. This Queen of Cups is looking at what's in her cup. I feel like that's you. You could be reconsidering this situation at this point. You could be looking at other options at this point, but I still feel like you're looking at what's in your heart. I don't feel like you have left this situation, whoever this is. I pulled these in the wrong direction. All right, so then we have the World. So that's good news, okay? Because it feels like, especially for this card to come right after this row here, it feels like something is wrapping up. A cycle is ending, or finally ending for some of you, getting you out of this limbo, getting out of you constantly looking at your full cup that you have ready to offer, okay? So that feels like something is appropriately ending. Son of a gun. All right, and then we have the 9 of Swords. So here's what I'm thinking here. This could happen, a cycle might end that you're unaware of. And like I said earlier over here, I feel like there's frustration from you that turns into 9 of Swords energy, stories that you could be telling yourself that aren't really based in fact, but based in repetitive feelings that you've had over the year. I mean, this feels very overall good, until we get really until we get, here. It just feels slow. It just feels really slow, and I feel like this could be miscommunication. But let's see. I'll pull another one of these cards here. And then I'm also going to pull a message of clarity from your person. Over what's going on here around this cycle ending. When you hugged me, it was electric. So this is the message. This is a message from your person. So this tells me that, what's ever ending here, whatever cycle is ending, could be that it's a third party that's ending finally. But this person, when they think of you, when they think of hugging you, if you have hugged this person in the past, it was electric to them. So, and that's important, being that we've got the Nine of Swords here, which is a very worrisome energy for you. Look at that. Someone is speaking their hidden feelings. Moon, we had the moon right here at the end. This is about hidden feelings. You're worrying, at this point, you're worrying about nothing, because it appears that somebody is going to be speaking their hidden feelings to you. That is beautiful. And that's why we shouldn't spend really any time worrying, because things usually work out the way they're supposed to. In fact, they always do if you really look at it. All right, so we're going to end this reading for the year of 2020 with 3 messages of chakra wisdom for you. Now, these messages could be you speaking to your person or your person speaking to you. All right, so first card here. All right, so we have the solar plexus chakra, right? The yellow. And anytime we have a yellow card, we put the words "I can" in front of the message. And it says, "I can run away from these feelings easily." Well, is that you or is that the other person? It's one of you. And I feel like it could actually be both of you, okay? And I feel like there has been a lot of running away from feelings in this connection. Then we have the green, which is heart chakra. So we have to put "I love" in front of the little saying here. I love how you carry yourself in the external world. Somebody is noticing how you carry yourself and appreciates it. All right. And then finally here, look at this. Look at how this is ending. This is the throat chakra. So this is coming from a place of I speak. I speak how I truly feel. Right over, someone is speaking their hidden feelings. Beautiful. This is a very nice reading. I won't say it's an over the top amazing reading, but this kind of makes up for it. It feels like a Capricornian moving reading. The slowness of it, the indirectness of it, the hidden nature of it, the deep feelings that Capricorns can struggle expressing sometimes. But, through this whole beginning of the reading, it was about the push and pull, and somebody wanting the other person to speak. And that's how we ended. Exactly. Two cards of someone speaking their true feelings. Now, of course, the energy can shift throughout the year. This could all speed up for you. This could be slower than what we have here. But, I think it's an interesting storyline for Capricorn. I hope that you guys enjoyed this. I hope you enjoyed seeing some of the cards that I've made. I really appreciate everything that you guys have done for me, allowing me into your lives on a weekly basis. And I apologize. I know that I didn't do the Earth and Water monthly readings for December. They just got away from me, guys. I'm sorry. That's unlike me to do, but I'll just tell you without telling you that there were reasons, and nothing is going to be good enough anyway. So it's not an excuse. It's a fact that I dropped the ball there. So anyway, that's what I have for you for your 2020 forecast. And I will see you again real soon, for at least you guys, for the weekly readings. All right. So have a happy holiday. If you don't find me before that. All right. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.